be a big mistake.
Mistake?
If they could do that to a wall, imagine what they could do to our heads.
For sure. And our heads are nowhere near that thick.
Think for yourself.
Turtles.
Yeah, and we didn't make that hole, you wacko.
Oh no.
Yeah, you wackos. Welcome to another exciting edition of Turtle Talk. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Dave Wonder. And tonight we got a bunch to go through as far as some, I was going to say salacious news, and that just sounds filthy. But we're gonna talk about some really fun stuff. There's a lot of cool news. The 39th anniversary of Ninja Turtles coming around. Historic markers, toys, food, everything coming with a new movie too. So we'll be getting to that here in just a minute. But as I said, and it's not a royal we, because it's not just me. Joining me tonight is I was gonna say baddest ref in the game, and that just sounds like I'm being an asshole. Welcome to your friend and mine, Dan, aka Mark Bitter.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not a lot. It feels weird seeing you on the screen, like since the last time we hung out was actually down in Kane County. It's like, oh
yeah, last time I saw you, you were in the room next to me. Yeah, so right? the air mattress is still set up.
Oh, see, party. I'm coming down.
Still ready for you.
And then joining me next in a fantastic stage shot, because I don't really know what he's drinking from, it's Mr. Geeky. Hi, Mr. Geeky. Oh.
Hello. God, he's the man. Look at that. A walking cartoon.
I don't want to know what he was drinking. It was green and glowed in the dark. Hi, Mr. Geeky.
Howdy.
Welcome all to the Turtley Madness. We got a bunch of folks already popping in, which is fantastic. I just want to give a shout out to the COJ. We got Mike, we got Fortnite, we got Comics, Mr. Ryan Clark, we got Jamie in the house, we got Mr. Geeky. Get out of the chat. I'm just kidding. We got Jason in there, Casper's Corner, Ross, Hankin. Oh, what up, Hankin? How's it going? We got Pender, the mighty Mitch Falcon. Yeah, boys got toys. What up, Andy? Oh man, yeah, right, Mitch. We old.
That's crazy. Also, 39 is not an anniversary. I refuse to celebrate the 39th anniversary of anything.
Next year. Oh, what up, Goji? How's it going? These freaks, these turtles. Oh, what up, Robo Geek? How's it going? Laughs. What up, Panther? How's it going? By the by, spoiler alert. I'm just throwing this out there. You all know Panther 10 in the chat. Panther 10 decided to change their name to Stupid Sandwich 10. So,
did he give you how did you know that? Did he give you a heads up? Did he shoot you an email?
I just
I like that.
I can't do it. I feel bad when I'm like, what up, stupid? I can't do it. Oh no, comics. Oh, yo, Dave, saw you in the background of Ed's Retro Geek Out's Kane County video.
There you go.
You're
famous.
Man. I was laughing because like there were two things where he's like, look what I found. I'm like, I pulled that from the bin. Damn it. But well. Mark, Dan was there too. Like he said, I slept in the room next to where he's broadcasting from right now. What up, Forgivens? How's it going?
Speaky, would you ever come down for? I mean, do you know what Kane County is?
Yeah. I was hoping to get there this year. It didn't pan out that way, but
we need to make that
next year. Yeah, is it next year? Yeah,
there's a show in July. I'm just saying. Mitch shall change Mitch's name too. Oh no. Tuesday. It's not Tuesday, Goji. Move on. Comics, one cannot miss the power of the pink beanie. Indeed, it's loud and vibrant and good times. But yeah, how y'all been? Have you had any cool turtle finds? These last, I guess it's been a month at least.
I think I talked about it on the show, but I can do this without messing this up. I finally got it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, can you see that the sewer hockey, not playset, the game, like the board game thing, like bubble hockey without the bubble.
Yeah.
I think that's how we're describing it. Now my camera's all jacked up. But I told that story where my sister found that in the garbage while dropping off her son a couple months ago.
That's amazing.
And then I finally picked it up from her a couple weeks ago. So yeah, that's been the biggest. Honestly, that box, I don't think you could see it there, but that box is barely hanging on to life. I'm very nervous about it being up there. It's full. Like the set is in there. All the pieces are in there. It's almost complete. And I'm terrified that the box is going to fall apart and it's all going to come tumbling down.
See, I would set that thing up, or I'd mount it on the wall or something like that. I don't know.
That's not a bad idea. I like that. We tried to play it, but it was missing a couple of like the key parts that made it almost impossible to play. Yeah,
that stinks.
That's
there's always parts out there.
It's phenomenal display purposes, though.
What about you, Speaky? Did you find anything?
No, I mean, I found there's Action Comics #1 I found in the trash the other day. But other than that, I don't have those. I mean, that's an incredible find. No. I haven't even had a chance to look at some of the comic front. I haven't had a chance to look at the comics from Free Comic Book Day either.
Yeah, I was going to say, real quick shout out. It is Free Comic Book Day as we are broadcasting this. There was a Ninja Turtles book that it featured.
I did not go. I got to leave.
Yeah, I may have gotten you a copy.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
There was a Saturday morning special. It was basically issue 1 or 2 that was in there, and then there was a preview of the Rise of the TMNT comic, a little like 12-pager in the back. Absolutely spectacular as always. Shout out to friend of the show, friend of yours truly, Eric Burnham and Sarah Meyer. Fantastic creators who are working on that book and just genuinely awesome people. The rest of the crew is really awesome too, but I don't know them as well. So just want to show love where I can. I did get this from Phantom Crow in a package the other day, and you guys know I love me some Turtle magazine. Just weird and fun.
That is some great cover art right there.
Right, and I have taken it out. I have read it already. It's literally sitting right here because I finished it when I was taking a break last night, and these are always so fun. I picked up a bunch last year at Kane County that were in shit shape, but I still have them. They're still in the collection. They're fun to read.
That's awesome.
Ooh, Hankin got my first NECA turtle this week. I picked up Archie Slash. He's pretty awesome. Hell yeah.
Oh, great figure.
But yeah, I don't know. I picked up some. No shocker there. I picked up a bunch of turtle stuff at Kane County, but that'll be for another day. Sparky, you can't have found Action Comics #1 in the trash. I just grabbed a copy for your birthday. Oh no. I got a complete movie 3 raft recently, and I got the last accessory I needed today to complete Monty Moose. Ooh, hell yeah!
Nice.
Oh no. Whoa, what happened? Sorry, my chat just bombed. Oh, there we go. Oh, that would be horrible if every day was Tuesday. That's like the worst day of the week. Oh no. See, lots of love for the TMNT Free Comic Book Day. Also, holy cannoli, if you haven't read it, TMNT Mighty Morphin Power Rangers just wrapped up with its last issue this week, and it's real good. I won't talk in depth about it, but go pick it up at your local comic shop today if you can, because my goodness.
Really? Man. I've literally never read a turtle comic in my life, and that just that alone. Anytime somebody says, "I won't give you spoilers, but it's awesome," it's awesome. It's worth checking out.
This is something that I will put it this way: I was waiting in line to pick up my son at school, and I was reading it because I was waiting in line.
I thought you were going to say you left the line.
No.
Left him at school. You had to go pick up the comic book.
Yeah. I had the windows down. It was a beautiful spring day here in Minnesota. I'm reading a comic book. The sun is coming in through the sunroof. And I exclaimed at the flip of a page to a double-page spread, "Holy shit!" And this is right outside of an elementary school, and I got some gnarly looks from some folks that were the paras and stuff that were writing. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's really good. It's really good, you guys.
It's really good. You guys should check it out. If you want to borrow it, let me know.
I'm just going to put this down. I'm like, woohoo. But yeah, it's real good. But yeah, I guess we can dive into the news. We can do a little talk after that, or we can talk as we go. Lots of fun stuff.
Is there a lot? I wasn't sure coming into the show if we had a lot of stuff to talk about, if we had nothing to talk about.
I figured I grabbed images all the way back to mid-April because I think that was when the last time we talked.
Okay.
Also, Jamie, you are correct that the Usagi Yojimbo TMNT crossover series also chef's kiss, but no shocker there. It's Usagi Yojimbo and Ninja Turtles. Dave, your dad. Thanks, Gochi. So let's just toss it on over. We're gonna be little icons in the corner for this, but that's okay.
Yeah. What do we got?
Starting off, these are some images from Kevin Eastman's social media. He tossed this up talking about the 39th anniversary of TMNT, and as Geeky pointed out,
is it a big year for? Is 39 a big a big deal for a reason?
Well, the big thing is that the anniversary fell on the day that he got together with Peter Laird, and they just hung out and drew for a day,
okay.
This year. So there was a really lovely picture.
So just because it worked out
just happy. I so as a comic artist, this is really nerdy and really fun.
But wouldn't that all? Is he going off the date or the? I don't mean to harp on this, but
no, I think it was the date that it was first published, if I remember.
Okay, correctly. So wouldn't that be the same next year on an actual anniversary? I don't even think 40 is an anniversary. I'll give you 1, I'll give you 5, I'll give you 10, I'll give you 25 and 50. Then we're done.
Pablo. But I just thought Wally Wood's 22 panels that always work, always fun to see. Also, a 9.2 graded TMNT #1. I'm like, where'd you get that from, Kevin Eastman? But then Eagle Eye Geeky over there noticed this little Easter egg here, which looks like a package sample of the Mirage Turtles that are coming out later this year.
So I mean, the question though is are we only seeing half of that? Right. So is it a 2-pack? Is it a 4-pack?
I think they said it officially. It was a 4-pack.
Yeah,
but it could show the other two turtles on the other side.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Plus, it has the Nickelodeon branding right there too.
That I don't love, right?
Yeah. Also,
but still, that's one of those pieces that get that signed by. Yeah. I got ahead of myself. Who would you get that signed by? I wouldn't do the voices.
I mean, you could get Eastman Laird. Why am I blanking on his actual name? He's the guy who drew him in that style, and now I can't think.
Well, Jim Lawson, right?
There you go, Jim Lawson.
Yeah.
I could. I mean, honestly, I feel like this one would be one that would get as many turtle comic artists to sign on it because it would just look really cool.
That's cool.
I mean, get everybody. Also, Geeky pointed out there's a little Daredevil down there. He did do a variant for Daredevil, and I believe this is supposed to be a second variant. But there are rumors that he is doing a backup. So
I was very excited because I thought that was a crossover. I thought this was like a maybe a Turtles Daredevil thing. Finally,
see, the funny thing is, I got tagged in this image a bunch of times because someone said, "Hey, there's Wonder Boy." I'm like, no, it's just a guy in a mask.
That's great.
Also, I love this piece so very much.
So do we think that 4-pack is? I'm going off of the right-hand side of the picture now. Do we think it's a Comic-Con exclusive?
They haven't said. I doubt that it would be because I feel like there's so much demand. Yeah, and then there's Mondo's first turtle and the last Ronin NECA figure.
It just feels like everything in this picture is so specifically placed.
It really is. I mean, it's kind of funny because you look there, that's from the last Ronin figures. I'm trying to figure out this brick or this rock that's right here because there's definitely something sticking out of it, and that's been bugging me. As soon as Geeky told me about some of this stuff, I'm like, I must overanalyze everything.
Dissect it all.
Panther, no.
With that
Peter Laird doesn't really do the con circuit as much, or at all, really, anymore. So, but
there's like a grimoire or something. There's do you see on the brick? I was looking at that too. I was zooming in as much as I could, and I couldn't figure out what that was. It's by the Mondo.
There's nothing.
I don't know what a grimoire is.
It's remind me of the Evil Dead book.
Book of the Dead.
Okay,
Speaking of which, there's the founders, the creators, right there, Eastman and Laird, getting the band back together, which is pretty cool. Oh, it is supposed to come out at Comic-Con, not exclusive. There we go.
Okay. I'll take that.
Moving over, they right now are campaigning to raise funds to put a historical marker at the birthplace of the Ninja Turtles. So this is the original Mirage Studios where it all started. I think it's like $12,000 that you need for the registry, the marker, the installation, and everything. So they are raising money for that right now.
Whose house is that?
Wow,
that was their house. That was
I know, but whose is it? Who owns it now?
That's right.
Can you just
Someone told me once that you can do tours there. Like whoever owns it, like
That's smart. That's
has
real
done
smart.
something with it. I mean, you have to go to like fucking middle of Maine to hit it up. But
what is there to see? It's not like they left like turtle drawings on the wall. It's like here's where they slept. Here's
I guess
It feels like Maine would actively want that as a spot as well. You know.
Then we're gonna dive right in. I went through Old Turtle Den because I was having issues getting images. So shout out to Old Turtle Den because they do a fantastic job of grabbing images and such. So a lot of these, in fact, most of these are from them. But they literally are covering everything, including the food tie-ins to the Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I just thought it was funny that we're getting gummy pizzas.
There we go.
Coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, Goofball says they do that at the Goonies house too. Nice.
Can you only buy these in bulk? Why do they come in such large quantities?
I mean, I don't think it's
These
that
are like-
many because these are going to be available at the movie theater. So, I mean, I'm guessing they're, I don't know. Let's see, gummy candy, 30
bag just
pieces.
seems like a ton.
I mean, 30 pieces of something that's like the size of a half dollar.
Are you complaining about too much of Turtles product?
I was gonna say, if you're gonna complain about that, man, you're in for a bad time with all the shit.
We're complaining about too much gummy product, too much gelatin.
Jamie Vaughn, they're raising. I believe the city is raising it currently for the marker.
Okay,
this is where they spilled their bong water. You can still smell the rest. Nice. Moving over, we got some Super 7 TMNT Classic Toon reaction figures coming in.
Cool.
Again, nothing new there. It looks like they reused the turtle bodies, but they are putting on more of the cartoon / control art accurate heads, which is pretty cool to see. Moving over, plushies. No shock there. Although I will say the colors seem a little weird on these. Like Mikey is really dark in this, and Raph is really, really light. But they do have a little bit of a different thing. Oh, what up, Darth?
Yeah, I like that they're different at least. I understand it doesn't match up with what it's supposed to be, but at least they tried, right? I think
dude, I mean, these are great. A little kid is gonna love these.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I mean,
he's not gonna care.
Big kid is gonna like them too.
No, yeah.
I
already has them on pre-order.
They will be as soon as I can grab them. I think that I'd love to see like some of the other characters too. I mean, that's
for sure. And I feel like they're holding a lot of that close to the chest. There are a few. Okay, I will preface this now. There are a few images that do show control art from the movie of characters we haven't seen outside of leaked images. So if you want to go into the movie blind, just as a heads up, there's going to be a little artwork in here that might spoil some stuff. Jamie Lynn, somebody seems to be living up to the Bitters name tonight. I do enjoy that Playmates did finally put out official pretty images, promotional images of their toys, as opposed to the leaked ones that were arguably better shot than some of the ones I've seen in the past. But they put out the big turtles. So you got Raph, big.
The plural of Psy is Psy. This is new to me.
Size?
Oh, that's the plural. Yeah.
The plural is Psy. Okay, that's fine. Don't hate it. Just learning as we go along.
Oh yeah.
What do you think of these? What do you think of these giant figures?
I like them. Again, I think they're big. I think they're chunky. I think they're ones that kids can beat the living crap out of.
Yeah.
And they're just like the 2012 giant turtles. Like I still look at those and I love those because they are big chunks of plastic. The same thing with these. These are just big beefy toys that I'm sure I will probably cost like $25 and will be awesome. Again, they're on model. It's weird because of seeing the first trailer. These seem almost like adult proportions.
Adult versions, yeah. I think that's what's throwing me off. And they're not like that one I like. The Raph is a lot thicker than the other ones. Yeah. And it's more like the original Giants, you know what I mean? Yep. Or the re-release Giants or whatever it is. The other ones, the first two you showed, there's only how many
2.
Raphs are there? Oh, okay. So Raph is just a lot thicker than man, he's a lot bigger. Jeez.
He's a big chunky boy.
It's not as bad. Like Leo reminds me of those like 12-inch Marvel figures.
Yeah, a little bit.
The ones that have no articulation, the 4 points, 5 points of articulation, versus Raph, he reminds me of the old school giant ones.
Yeah, and I think it's because Raph is broader, just as a character design. Like if you go back and forth between the two, Leo is much leaner. It's the same thing. Michelangelo has a big head. Donatello has all the tech, but they haven't revealed those two in big figs yet.
Okay.
So
that's cool. I mean, anything big, I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that those won't be revealed.
Yeah, no, I mean,
we're stuck with Raph and Leo. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, interestingly enough, they have the tags Leo, Raph, TMNT. And if you go back to Raph, it's the same thing. There's no Mikey and Donnie on the front.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which I thought was interesting. And granted, they might be doing 2 waves of them just to spread them out. Oh, Laugh says buying these for my 2-year-old so he doesn't want my toys. Nice. Moving on. From Toy Collector Magazine, we got the reveal of Raphael and Karai last run in 2-pack. These are battle damaged and bloodied up Raphael that it looks to be just a paint variant with a couple arrows shoved in his back and through his leg than the standard release that we've seen already previously. Sam Albro says, just noticing the different shapes in their plaster on the underside of the shell. Raph's is a lot boxier. Leo's looks like a shield a little bit. But this was revealed in Toy Collector Magazine. Go check out Toy Collector Magazine because they have an exclusive reveal almost every single month, and it's fantastic. But coming with her is Karai, who straight up looks like Elektra. And I said that in when I saw the comic, and I'm all for it because that connection to Daredevil is real, folks.
Right. So who she's based off? It's coming full circle here. So
yeah, right. So again, these will be some sort of exclusive release. I believe they're going to be released same kind of like fan channel situation, but they look dynamite. I mean, NECA produces fantastic quality figures, so I'm very excited to see these in hand. Moving on, more of the kind of goofy gimmick figures return. The TMNT Mutant Mayhem Shouts figures. So apparently Raph shouts tap out and turtle power.
Sure.
But
phrases that Raph always says, right?
I guess. But he's not alone. You got coked out Leonardo there. He looks like he got side in the butt. I don't know who apparently, again, this is kind of weirding me out. Cowabunga and Kia.
That's great.
He's really into fuel efficient vehicles. Also, I'm curious what these are. I think that must be battery, maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
I just realized that in the photo because they're not there for Raph.
Oh, weird.
I don't know. But
it could just be a product sample, but
yeah.
I don't know. I want to analyze it too much.
But again, the funny thing is, it's really subtle. But there's Raph's tag up there, and Leo's there. So something silly and fun. But unlike the first line, we get the rest of the brothers. We got Mel and Mikey here, who shouts out, watch out, and yeah!
But not Cowabunga?
Oh, but not Cowabunga, apparently. Raph does look a little cross-eyed. Maybe Mutant Mayhem is a flashback film, so they'll be adults or older teenagers. Maybe. Who knows? Again, I do dig that the nunchucks, while they have molded chains, they do add a little kind of cricky motion to it, which I kind of dig.
I don't know. I don't like molded chains.
But I don't either, but at least they tried to make it look like it's moving instead of straight arc.
Yeah, fair.
Then, of course, we have Donatello, which, interestingly enough, I noticed this, a very smart move. His glasses are packed in, so you don't have to worry about them falling out or
That's
be
cool.
like weird molded lines or anything. Ross, I too am pretty pumped for this movie.
Did they all have the pull leg feature? I just noticed that on this. They all do. Okay, arm. You don't have to go back. Yeah, I saw pull arm on each one. I didn't see pull leg. Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, this one says pull arm and pull arm.
Oh boy. Okay.
Pull arm, pull leg. Pull arm, pull arm.
Okay.
I don't know. But he's rocking the fanny pack. He's got the glasses. He's got the bow staff. And apparently shouts, "I'm a genius!" and back off.
Conceited Donatello. I like that.
Donnie sounding a little egotistical, which is kind of funny. Also, he's got a look on his face like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass," which I kind of dig. He also doesn't have to wear them either, right? Which is and I think that might be the thing that's throwing me off. Where it's like, why does he look so different than this down here? And I'm like, oh, he's not rocking the Urkel shades. But again, you will notice in all 4 of these, they are rocking different skin colors too, kind of like the vintage line, which I didn't
Love what they're
realize
doing, man.
really in the control art. I'm guessing so they don't get.
And again, Mikey was darker again, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
look at that.
But if you go back to these, that's a very very much darker Mikey,
absolutely,
which is still cool. Then moving over, look, they're official images now, guys. Please don't take down my video. All right. So
these look great.
We have Raphael. One thing I didn't notice in the leaked pictures before, they come with the baby turtle. They come with their little tiny selves. Laughs, I too like the color of Mikey. I was just saying it was interesting. The thing with the molded change is that they wouldn't be that slack in use if they're being swung in the chain would always be at full extension. Fair. The action features are so you can utilize the different articulation points. All right. But something dorky, something fun, bringing it back. The sprue tree.
Yeah.
And you even got the ninja stars that are imperfect stars, which I kind of love because it just fits in the aesthetic of the movie.
I'm psyched for these. My kid is psyched for these figures specifically. This is great.
Hell yeah. What about you, Mr. Geeky?
Yeah, I mean, what I love too is that this is like a throwback. The little turtles reminds me a lot of the ooze canisters that they used to have.
Yeah, good.
I'd love to see like I don't know if this is with Splinters too, but like if they have like the small rat that would come with that also. But
yeah, I will be very curious if they do the ooze canisters again, because they've done them with pretty much every iteration of the turtles, except for I didn't see them with Rise, but. Sam Halbro, 1980 kids activation from that sprue tree. But yeah, again, official images, which is pretty rad. Again, glasses. The headphones are removable. Also, it looks like they will have the turtles match the skin tone for each turtle. Which
that's cool. I like that. So when you have all 4 of the baby turtles, they'll also be different tones.
Yeah.
You say those glasses, those are molded?
Yeah, it looks like they're not like molded to the head. It looks like they are attached, though.
Oh, I thought they were molded head. Okay.
Sorry, Mitch. I'll pull them up here in a little bit. Mitch, please remind me towards the end. Y'all have officially been welcomed by Mitch. Finally, you've been Mitch glitched. We'll get to that after these images. But moving on. Sorry, before we do this, because I just realized I thought there were 2 more images before this. There are control images of creatures that we have not seen in official content yet. These are official images from Playmates Toys. So these are safe images. However, if you want to go in blind, look away. Earmuffs. I don't know what to say. The orange-brown sprue tree is even more nostalgic, right? Yes. Happy Free Comic Book Day, Randy. Also, interestingly enough, I noticed Donnie has his name over there and up here, Splinter.
We haven't seen the backs of the packaging, have we?
Speaking of which, here it comes. It's the control art, which I thought was interesting. So we got some of the villains: Leatherhead, Superfly, Bebop, Rocksteady. A good look at Splinter. And a little bit steadier look at the turtles, which here they look much lankier than I remember them from the trailer.
Agreed. Yeah.
But also,
do you think this is just temporary until they put the final, like the actual picture of the figures on the back, or do you think this is final?
It could be. I don't know. Like the fascinating thing to me with this is I could see them going this route for the first wave. Like for the first releases, and then future releases have product shots on the back. Mike, there's no Jerry Curl Splinter, which again goes back to my kind of prediction that scene that we saw in the trailer is a flashback to him, and Superfly is a play on kind of like the 1970s era movie. And so we're gonna get some like old school retro kung fu, Dolomite style Splinter, which excites me to no end. Like if we get Superfly Splinter, I'm excited. But I think this is really cool. Actually, getting to see official images of these crazy character designs that we first really saw unofficially in plastic form. Like that's a big head.
Yeah. Bebop has a long head. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
so unique looking to this iteration too. Like the Leatherhead is so definitively different looking.
I love that he has night vision goggles. I love everything about these designs. They're so crazy. They're so over the top. The cool thing is a big thing with comics and animation is that the almighty silhouette, making sure that you can recognize them just from the general shape of a character. And I think this movie's doing a damn fine job at that. I like Raph likes to break things on the bio. Yeah, and I did grab all the images that have the little bio cards. We can read those later if you'd like. But yeah. Yeah, and also youtube.com/@TMNT. No, I wish I knew someone who worked at Paramount, but that's just confusing.
YouTube is terrible. I have another podcast, and we have the same thing on our YouTube channel. Like we tried to get our own. You try to get your own like custom URL, and it has to have the @ in it now.
Oh, does it? Okay, I didn't know that.
Terrible. If you're grandfathered in, you're good. But if you get a new one, it has to have the @
I swear, Theo's Splinto I'm gonna lose it. Nice. Again, Donatello is devastatingly smart. I'm gonna kind of fly through these just because I don't want to spend too much time on them, just in case if they spoil anything. Also, I love that his dream is to be a game developer by day and K-pop star by night. Mikey wants to be a stand-up comedian, and he apparently is the comedian. Leo's the leader and wants to be a fearless leader.
Oh, okay.
And then there's Leo. So, also interesting, two-tone weapons.
How do you feel about that?
I like it. I think it's needed. I look back at the 2012 and the Rise Rise of the TMNT ones. They're single color weapons. I like that there's that slight difference.
Yeah.
I will be curious to see if it is two individual pieces put together or one part is painted, because those are going to fall apart real easy.
What about what do you call the black thing on them? What's the official name?
What?
The black belt. What do you call those things?
His belt?
The belt?
Is it just called the belt? Okay, the belt.
Yeah,
is that molded or is that a separate piece like the originals?
It looks like it's molded here, and then these are an overlay. But like Sam just pointed out, there's the broken ooze canister.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. The canister we were talking about, the ooze we were talking about, was the actual ooze canister that that the turtles came, the baby turtles came in back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. I like the ooze canisters included.
Donatello is so smart he doesn't know how to dodge a Sire runaway truck. Yet. Then moving on, Raph likes to break things. His dream to be an MMA fighter.
Right.
I thought that was kind of interesting. But then finally, the best turtle, saved for last. He's my favorite turtle, anyways. But we got Mikey. Although interestingly enough, on here he's the entertainer. Him and Cedric, they've been hanging out. Also, again though, two-tone weapons. And I also like in his sprue tree he has pizza.
That's cool.
Something tiny and mighty. Also, interesting enough, this is a really long chain for a Chuck. So I'm curious about that. If we'll have multiple Chucks and stuff, I'll be excited to scope that out. All right. Boop. Moving over, we go over to Heat Boys. We have Mecha Michelangelo, which is now up for pre-order apparently overseas, and will be hitting domestic pre-orders real soon. Again, these are the Mecha Ninja Turtles. These are the very Gundam-inspired turtles that stand roughly 9 to 10 inches tall. Mikey clearly influenced by the heavy arms look. These run, I believe, $230, something like that. Like these are spicy boys. But something really dorky. He's got the turtle van bombs.
Is that what those are? That's hilarious.
Yeah. Fun little nod.
Yeah, I like that little stuff. They care.
I think if I get any of these, this is the one. I mean, it's Mikey. Can't go away from it. Not heavy arms Mikey Gundam from Heat Boys. Yes. But yeah, I don't. Have you guys scoped any of the Leonardo picks? Like he's starting to ship actually.
Unbelievable.
It's gorgeous. Yeah.
What up, Ryo? But yeah, this is.
Have they started showing any other characters besides the core turtles?
They've shown the 4 turtles in the control art for Shredder.
Oh, I haven't seen the
So
Shredder.
I
That's
believe
cool.
they did a 3D turnaround as well of Shredder, but I wasn't able to find it when I went back. So I don't know if that was a hey, whoops, moment.
I'm imagining Android body Krang as this, and that's like
he's so good.
Yeah.
I also enjoy that he has nunchucks. He does have nunchucks on him. I don't know if he could spin them around while having all this heavy arm or artillery on his arms, but he is there. Popping over a little, a look at the popcorn buckets that'll be coming to a theater near you. I'm guessing AMC's and Imagines and all of those funny things. Oh, Joby did a review for the Leo. Nice. Go over and check Joby on YouTube. I'll grab the link in a moment. But yeah,
I hate these things. They're cool. I hate these things. The movies cost you enough as it is. The popcorn's already over expensive, and then my kid sees this, and then I need to get a bucket as well.
Bucket that inevitably will break on the way home.
Right. We got the Mario bucket. He used it once. It was in the theater. It's just sitting in the closet.
It's
bitter.
It's on your mic stand, man. You can't escape. I can go the other way. Moving over, more plushies. Again, I grabbed every image I could from CinemaCon. There's a lot of just kind of goofy merch.
Is that a tooth sticking out of Donatello's mouth?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like baby. Spaceballs, the popcorn. Adorable little guys. More gummy pizza.
This is fine. I have a problem with the individually packed ones where they expect you to eat 30 of them while watching this movie.
Dude,
this is great. This is
a bigger size pizza. Is that what this is?
I like that you can get it and share with your friends.
Yeah, that's fine.
And it is fruit flavor. What fruit
flavor?
We won't tell you, but it is fruit flavor. Whoa. Oh, there you go. Moving over, some half masks coming out in time for Halloween. These are a little haunting. I know that these are little die cut holes and such. Oh God, hold on.
Very similar.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
nailed it.
Yeah, very similar.
Sam, it's got to be pineapple, right? You'd think. Although I did notice that the braces are very prominent on Mikey.
Oh yeah. Where are the eye holes?
That's the black circles.
I think it's like a mesh. Seems like it's a mesh over the eyes. Yeah,
looks like it. Probably a better choice than a pizza flavored gummy. That'd be nasty. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Everything was pizza flavored, like when the first movie came out.
It's a missed opportunity not to do like the mashed up flavors that they talk about, like in the different cartoons.
So I grabbed this. This is just an old Nintendo ad that they had.
This is fantastic. What is this?
I just nerded out over it. I figured bidders would get a kick out of it, so I just grabbed it.
I've never paid more attention to the show than right now.
It's just a beautiful piece.
This is just an old ad.
Yeah, it's just an old ad.
That's cool.
I grabbed it because I saw it on the feed. I'm like, bidders will get a kick out of it.
Absolutely, that's great. If I had that, I would have put that on my wall. That's fantastic.
Eyes are black voids that stare into your very being. They do look a little bit like crappy AI generated masks, but yeah. So, anyways, moving on from this fantastic ad. Moving over to Collect PS TMNT Last Run on Bike statue. The cool thing is you got the exploding Mousers / pugs, and you do have swappable weapons too for it.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Which is pretty cool. I believe you can swap out the nunchuck for it.
Is the apple for scale?
Yeah, that's a sideshow thing. They always have an apple. And the funny thing is, I'm like, you guys know apples come in different sizes, right?
Right. Yeah. Use the banana. Still, that thing, it looks huge, and that looks fantastic.
Oh, Brio, I'm not ignoring that fact. I just don't want to think about the rat putting braces on Mikey, or where he found the braces to put on Mikey. Those were discarded braces he found in the trash. Trash braces.
Glued on his face.
This was just kind of cool. There was a bunch of new footage shown at CinemaCon. There were several scenes and stuff. This was just a picture. They had break dancers come out that were like breaking in front of the screen to music and such. I just thought this was kind of neat. But there was a lot of fantastic imagery from that. Also, it took place in Las Vegas, so they dressed up a bunch of the statues with Ninja Turtle masks and skate decks. I think I got pictures on those, but I don't remember if I saved them into this file or not, because technically it's nudity and YouTube's approved. Or the turtles go to a blind dentist. Touche, Mitch. Touche. That'd be terrifying. What's more dangerous than a mouser? Let's put a bunch of small designer pooches and have them kill our enemies. And yeah. This is just funny. April's answering machine toy. So if you pre-ordered Pete's Dude's Got 30 Second soundtrack by Shapeshifter Records, you're entered in a chance to get this. And
wait, this is real?
Yeah, it's a one of a kind.
What?
TMNT April's burning answering machine.
I love it. I absolutely. I didn't know. I've seen this picture. I did not know it was real. I just thought somebody did a mock-up of this.
I'd buy one.
Absolutely.
Like legit. Hornet says it could have been something that Donnie MacGyvered up instead of trash, though they probably would have been made out of secondhand metal. So who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Little Last Run in Lost Years variant cover image. I just thought this was a cool look. We've seen the official like lineup of all of them. This is just kind of fun to see them in an actual sequential piece. Thought it was neat. Then moving over, this is a really crappy screen grab, but when they revealed the yellow jumpsuit April, which we'll talk about in just a second, this little tidbit was hiding in the back next to a mysterious looking Splinter figure. But that is no doubt the Time Scepter. On a scale of 1 to 10, guys, how excited are you for Time Scepter Turtles?
I was thinking about this 15 minutes before we went live. I cannot stand time travel movies except for Back to the Future, Primer, Bill and Ted, Looper, and this movie, the Turtles 3. I am 100% all in. If any other movie that uses time travel, I'm not on board for, but this one is fantastic. Let's go. Give me all the figures.
Hell yeah. Which, I mean, we've already seen teases of the armor and the background images of several other figures, so nothing technically out of the blue, but very excited.
Well, I mean,
Your Boy Scout Toy says, I'm excited to see their likenesses, but won't buy them. Oh, no.
So I guess the question is that going to be Comic-Con, though, right? I mean,
I'm hoping. I mean, I feel like that would be blindsiding everyone, and I'm kind of for it. Because they just did Secret of the Ooze, and they're like, Turtles 3! Like, just right? Here you go. Like,
I'm in.
Kino hasn't even seen the light of day yet for shipping, which apparently some people already found a Kino, like either a package sample or something. Like, it wasn't in a store or anything, but it popped up full in package images. So I'm very curious about that. I didn't include it in here because there was no official information behind it, and I didn't want to pop it up, but I thought it was interesting. NECA hasn't even finished Secret of the Ooze yet. I mean, they're pretty far along. Then moving over, the 100th NECA Toon action figure is an apology figure. It's April O'Neil looking amazing with the Zelu head sculpts, looking fantastic. I know people are complaining about the long neck, but she has a long neck in this cartoon.
Yeah, I think it's fine, right?
I like... The funny thing was I saw this release and I'm like, oh shit, they just took the Ultimates title. Like, you get all the hands, all the equipment, all the accessories, all the heads. And now you can have another hostage next to Vern.
Next to Vern, yeah, that's great.
I'm officially excited.
That looks fantastic.
And Aggie. You got an Aunt-Aggie picture there.
Yeah, I was going to say Aunt Aggie, which looks like a 3D render. Are we going to get an Aunt Aggie figure? Because
that's a good call.
I think if we voice it loud enough, maybe. I think they have something put together clearly.
I'm just throwing it out there.
That's funny.
If you want an Aunt Aggie figure, damn it, start the campaign now, folks, because you're going to need a lot of people. But again, most of the accessories we've already seen in other releases. But again, an amazing, gigantic package for a figure that's probably going to be in the $35 range. That's a lot of accessories, which is pretty amazing. Forgiven Bro says, the question is, will NECA do a horse to go with the movie 3 Turtles? I don't know.
I think you can get on Amazon and just find any horse you need.
True. Dude Retro says, I'm waiting for the eventual release of Next Mutation Turtles. Keep waiting.
You really think this is going to be $35?
I think so, because it's going to be in one of those Ultimate boxes.
Yeah, but what was his name? Rex?
Yeah. How much
wasn't he 50?
What?
Wasn't Rex 50?
No, I don't think so.
He was 35.
Yeah, he was similar price.
I thought he was 35.
Okay.
That was a big purchase day, so I don't recall.
Yeah, right, exactly. Everybody was just having PTSD from that day. But that's my feeling, is that there's so many accessories with this, it's going to overtake the metalheads and the Mondo Geckos, and that it's going to be a tier above that Ultimate. Rex was $49.99.
Was he?
I think that according to Goofballs, yeah. I think there's a chance that April is not 35, just based on how much they're giving us.
A guy can dream.
Yeah, sure. I'd like to hope. I like to crush dreams, right?
You bastard. Moving on, hostage picks. Also, like, why does she get a specific like bounding object? Like, yes, we had to create a specific capture device for April O'Neil. None of the turtles though. Oh, Bean says confirming Rex was $49.99. Right on. Goofballs, Bean, Mark, you got it all. And then we move over to the yellow jumpsuit April. Reutilizing that Ellen Ripley jumpsuit.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, which, hey, I'm all
it
for
works.
It. Yeah. I had been kind of putting it out there that would be cool too. And yeah, really need to see. I do like that Donnie back here has the dandelion down.
The dandelion, there you go.
Well, and I think Judith said too that this was originally meant to be, they had toggled with the idea of having her in the jumpsuit in the movie too. They just didn't go with it.
Yeah.
So because it's not canon, is this I know for you guys it's a must get, but like for me, I don't think I need this figure.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing, is it's definitely one of those that is the, for some it's going to be a holy shit, this is what we wanted. Like this is a must buy. For others, it's an easy pass because this is not an iteration from a movie. This is a what if scenario. I was
going to say too, would this be considered one of their what if?
I think so. It's a concept figure essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool. I mean, I'm not complaining that we're getting more figures, right? They're doing that. They're branching out with the cartoon line. Right, they teased some stuff that wasn't actually in the cartoon.
And what's interesting to me too, though, is that when they said that they're doing these what if figures, my mind went to, oh, you're doing this in the Fred Wolf style.
Yeah,
so doing this in the cartoon, but they're doing.
But I'm wondering if that's where that last Ronin we saw at San Diego Comic-Con in the Fred Wolf style. I'm wondering if that's where this will fit in, kind of in absolutely. You know what I mean? Of it's just something there. Stupid Sanders says, I think Judith Hoag's likeness is better in this figure. I think it's also because that's not a production figure. I believe that's the same head we've gotten like 3 times. Really looking forward to NECA's concept lines. Me too. Oh, Pablo Lopez says she did say they had the yellow jumpsuit, but it shrank when it was washed and had to be not used. Oh, there we go.
Is that true? That's the reason?
I didn't know that. The thing is, I got to watch this video like in passing, so it was really frustrating. Also, I just realized I don't have images of the Pizza Face arcade cabinet. Which is very much, I know Geeky and I spoke about it at length. Tempestra's got to be right around the corner. Right. If they got an arcade cabinet mold, that's an easy get.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's right. Just a reskin. You got it, and it's like, boom.
Is the arcade coming with the April figure?
Yeah. I don't really understand why, but
right. Yeah,
it's cool.
And I guess the follow-up to that would be, okay, so we got Pizza Face here in this form. Could we then also theoretically get a Pizza Face itself in a different form?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm trying to find that image real quick. Oh,
she said it was too small and wasn't appropriate for a kid's movie, according to Dude Retro. That is fantastic. And it's also crazy that just because it shrank, it cost an iconic uniform or look to not be used in the movie. Like, right. Just if you made it one time, make it a second time and just don't shrink it.
Hell yeah. I'm trying to find
it's funny image. Though, because at that time, I don't know that it would have been it's become iconic, right? Because
I see what you're saying.
Passing of time. At that time when the movie came out, it was like, people in the theater didn't necessarily.
That's true. Okay, that's fair.
Give me one moment. Keep talking. I'm gonna find.
So now the trench coat is iconic as well, which is
okay. Yeah, they doubled down. Exactly. They got a twofer.
They broke the system. Where the hell is this image? Sorry, it's that frustrating.
Is there a reason that the Burger Time? That's Burger Time, right?
Yeah, it's a play on because it's Pizza Time.
Oh, it's a play on Burger Time. It is Pizza Time. Yeah, I thought it was actually Burger Time back there.
Did you guys see that the reskin of Burger Time where it's Pizza Face and the turtles?
Yeah, it's not real, unfortunately, but it's astonishing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did I find it?
Still fun to see in that little clip.
Keep talking. I found the file, but it's also in the week that I had like 10,000 images for news.
That's every week.
Where'd it go? Whatever. I'll pull it up later. Nope, going the wrong way. Then over to the next April reveal. We got Grammy April coming to the Last Ronin line. Again, this is a straight up rip from a Last Ronin last year's panel. So kind of exciting that we're going to get April. And I'm also very curious if we'll get Casey and the rest of the baby turtles.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying here. We're also getting the baby, at least one of the baby turtles right here, potentially.
Geeky was having a heart attack. That was great.
That's why I was like, get the sentence out before Geeky reacts. I try really hard not to use the government name, man. I'm trying. Like half the time I call Dan Mark and Mark Dan. So it's like,
that's fair. That's fine.
Moving over, it is official now. The Saturday Morning Comic is now an ongoing series carrying over the same team from the mini. There's actually some other exciting news to that, which hasn't been announced yet. So keep an eye out on IDW's socials. Oh, thank you, Mitch. Mitch just sent over the arcade.
Awesome.
Give me a moment and I'll pull it up. But I'll come back here real quick and go over to the next image. Boop. More information. It's an ongoing. It's still there. It's the same team. That actually wasn't as impactful as I thought it would be. Moving on. Horrible costumes, everybody.
There we go.
Keeping it alive. Yeah, it is the rough. I don't know how to. It's
fine. It's not the costumes aren't made for adults.
This one is.
No, I know it's made for adults.
Mayhem adult costumes.
You say that, and you'll say it even louder when the next show I'm wearing that costume.
That's fine. My point is that they don't have. What are those?
Guys, I will be right back. Sorry, my son has a bloody nose.
Oh, jeez.
BRB.
Please.
Please
show up wearing those costumes. My point on the costumes is just have it be more accurate for the kids, right? Have the kid have the full like plastic mask and whatever. If you're an adult dressing up, if you're going to go the cosplay route and you want it to be fully accurate, then don't go to Party City and get the costume. You know what I mean? Either wear that costume where it just has the jumpsuit and the mask. You wear that to the neighbor's Halloween party. And then if you want to do the full cosplay thing, well, then you build the thing from scratch. There's no point in having the Party City one be identical to the show.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, it's like you go Crooked Turtle Gang is what you do.
Exactly. Yeah, dude, that's the perfect meeting in the middle. Like if you can do like a good costume of the Crooked Gang, that's because you're hitting it looks like a cheap costume that you just showed up for that you didn't put too much effort into, and you're showing up to the neighbor's house. But then if somebody knows what it is, well, then you're really going to hit home with them. That's a really good idea. I like that. I'm going to tell my kid to dress up with a bag over his head.
Well, I'm trying to think. There's the character in the 2012 also, and the name is oh my gosh, escaping me. But it's the guy who dressed up. It was a nod to that. But he
yeah. I won't be able to tell you his name, but
okay. Well,
all right.
All right. So everyone not bleeding now? Everyone in your house is bandaged up?
We're good.
Okay.
He came in going, I'm like, oh
no. Glad he's okay.
Yeah, oh yeah. 'Tis the season. Let me grab this real quick.
Some bodacious nunchucks was the last thing we saw here.
There we go. I think y'all can see that.
There
now.
you go, Mitch. Look at that thing.
So,
that is cool.
Right? I mean, it's very much Burger Time.
Yeah, I mean, a blurry image, it looks identical to Burger Time.
Yeah. And in the background, you can kind of see the time scepter is right there. It's really hard to see in that. But absolutely cool. Boop. All right. Back over to the normal feed. Stupid sandwich. That was a quick hemorrhage. I'm good. Actually, we have a nose clamp that really helps him. So
poor kid.
That, and then
a nose clamp. You have specialized tools to fix this.
Oh yes. Being $20.99, or you buy a crappy Superman costume from Party City and write Donatello, the Superman of the Turtles, in black marker on the edge.
I like that better than that other costume.
Here's a couple of the.
Is that real chain?
Yeah, these are the weapons for the costume. So the weapons look way cooler than the costume.
Yeah.
And there's a couple images of these two, which apparently are out of order. So hey, Super 7 Karai, because Super 7 said, "Hey, sorry about that, Rat King. We're gonna come back to that. Here's Karai."
That's cool. I like that. They're listening.
I can't tell you how excited I am that we're now having two Karais that are two very different styles of Karai, which is like
definitely. This figure looks awesome. I will be very curious if she can actually stand like that. Just because in my experience with the other Super 7 female figures, specifically the April figure, that's going to be a tricky balance. Just throwing that out there. Stupid Sandwich says, aren't nunchucks banned in several countries? I don't know. 3M says, I remember my first and only bloody nose from years ago. I was walking out of a room and my brother comes out of nowhere and his head hits my nose. I screamed like a maniac when I saw the blood. Party. Moving on, I do
with Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. I thought they wouldn't have the nunchucks for
and he had the grappling hook. But I don't know if that's still in effect overseas though.
Nunchucks are known as karate sticks and are specifically banned in California under the state's statute on generally prohibited weapons found in the California Penal Code. Yeah, it is. So, can they sell that in California?
I feel like it's. So. I feel like it's like one of those things. So like Minnesota has a law, for instance, where you can't drive down a bridge with a goose on your head. I wonder if it's like one of those things where
the law got made for a very specific reason. Like the last line in the law is just like, "Damn it, Ted!" Like, oh, you boys got toys. Can someone refresh my memory where Karai first appeared? And the floor is yours, Mr. Geeky.
Well, Karai's been around for a long time, but I mean, she was in Mirage. That was the original, but she's been in a handful of video games. She was basically Lotus Blossom in the '87 cartoon. She was in 2003. So, but I mean, the original was in the Mirage series. Yeah. If that answers that.
Thank you for not throwing that question to me. Yeah.
The one thing that I do really like too about this is you get 3 different heads that actually provide 3 very cool looks. So you have the scarf up, the head bandana, and then the straight up foot ninja head.
That's cool.
To have her as a straight up foot ninja. I will be curious because someone said that she's also supposed to come with a hood piece, like the G.I. Joe Classified like Storm Shadow figure. I haven't seen that in any of the images, but I don't know. I dig this. I think it looks great. I mean, there's a lot of reused pieces here from other figures. And we will also see a lot of these pieces in use for that Ninja April. Or not Ninja April, but April in her gi. But very cool. Again, this is replacing Rat King in their Wave 10 line. And Rat King is said to have been moved to Wave 11 / a future wave, depending on which interview you watch. But there she is with the rest, and there you go. You can see the reuse from figure to figure. But again, I think it's cool. I think this looks a lot better than the leopard print leotard that she had in the vintage figure.
Looks great. Yeah, the whole set looks great.
Yeah, it's great. The funny thing is, I looked at it and I'm like, well, I think the only figure I'm going to get is Karai because I didn't have Rock and Leo back in the day. So I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. You get all 4 of them. It's pretty badass.
True. Mitch, I miss stupid, sexy Rat King.
Me too. You're going to regret it when they build the whole bandstand, too, where you can put them on afterwards. Too.
You're going to make the bus? That's the second turtle band? Like, we know what you want. You want the rocket bus. Here you go.
Oh, my gosh.
And the crowd goes, huh? Moving over to the other April review. Is the 5th Ninja Turtle figure, which, in case you didn't know, that 5th turtle back in the day was April. This is actually her from the cover, and then I believe I did grab. Yeah, there we go. From the Archie comics. Interestingly enough, this will technically be our first Archie Ninja Turtle. Slash is kind of beefier build, but I will be curious to see where this lands, because if you look at the previous image, I mean, you don't get much from there, but that is definitely a softer sculpt than you got on the other turtles. So I don't know.
Curious.
I think it's pretty cool. Also, there's part of me that hopes that they give us the figure in all black silhouette like that, like do rim white painting on it.
Oh,
that would be awesome.
great.
You know, just something different. But
well, or as like a fun variant to it too, you know, which is
dude. Yeah, if we get some Ken Michironi turtle figures, I'm down. Like let's go.
I'll say this too.
Dana white or light blue? I believe it's white, isn't it?
It's it's white.
No idea.
Okay,
it's white. This one, and then it's Perry Gray that's next to her as well. For folks who are asking, who is that squirrel mutant? That's Perry Gray.
You did your dissertation for college on Perry Gray.
Subscribe to Speaky Geeky on YouTube for his fantastic deep dives. Also, for I believe this was the final reveal of April's, a Mirage April coming our way. No details on the final figure, or I mean the final look or anything, but this is very reminiscent of all the other package art that Eastman's already done. So this will pretty much be what we get, which I also realized in hindsight. Do you think this will share tooling with Elisa Maza?
Oh, it could very well.
Very, very similar looks. And a paint Mirage style paint job can add a lot. But I don't know. Interesting stuff.
I was just thinking how lucky we got that April's name was April, and that they didn't. Maybe not that April's name is April, but that one of our months in the year is called April. If we had a month called Hothead, like how many of those figures would we be getting every week?
I would want to be born in Hothead area.
They just they got insanely lucky that they lined it up with a month, and that she's one of the main characters. Like they can continue really. I don't know.
It was meant to be. What were you gonna say, Mr. Geeky?
Just that there's so many fun versions of April from Mirage 2 that would be. I mean, it's like I'm so excited to see this, A, and then B, I'm like wondering what they're gonna do next, if we'll get like an Unmentionables April at some point too, perhaps.
I don't know.
You know,
I mean,
is that a real thing, or is that just a legitimately an Unmentionables? Yeah.
Oh,
do I need to? Am I going to Google?
You gotta
go. Not right now. Just in case if there's a video that pops up that is not necessarily true.
I've got headphones on. You're good.
That's right. When's your birthday? Hothead 28.
Right, exactly.
Curious as to how many people are going to react with that Mirage version of April looks when they get around to showing an actual figure for her. I will be very curious. I will also be curious if we get this figure in black and white. Just curious.
Right. What is going to be the the determiner for that, because they've started making so many of those also in black and white for the variants.
That's what I'm saying. Well, and also there's a lot of people that when she's not a white lady with bright brown hair, people are going to go, what? Freak out. But just saying. Moving back, more re-releases. Right now, technically, this is just rumored. These were popping up on Amazon, I believe, as just listings, but they are definitely re-releases of the Mutation Turtles, which you can tell by the stupid gummy bear green Raphael skin tone. It's I don't know. It's weird because I've seen that some people saw these pop up on Amazon. I've seen that people these popped up on Target. And I believe
I saw one in-store picture.
Oh, I haven't seen any in-store.
Yeah, picture. I saw one. It was a weird picture. I don't know if it was a stateside store or not, but it was a full shelf that was loaded with the mutating turtles, along with like the van and not the blimp. Have they done the blimp?
They did the blimp. Yeah,
okay, maybe it was the blimp too. I don't know. It was a bunch of stuff.
It was the retro blimp with the 2012.
Right. We talked about that.
It was silly.
Yeah.
Dude Retro says, "You think they will re-release Scratch?" No. If they do, it's going to be a ways down the line, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't really touched on much outside of the turtles and like the base villains, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've done a couple like variants on the turtles, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Then moving over, Diamond Select putting out the TMNT rooftop diorama. I just thought this was cool because they had an image of all 4 of them together. These are very much IDW stylized turtles. And
this
interestingly
isn't normally they don't sell them all together. You have to buy 4 individually and put them together like this.
There's an image coming up. I think I saved it, but they revealed 2 of the turtles, and then the other 2 were in silhouette. And then they released one image where all of them were together, but it was really low res. Then they released all 4 images of them separately, but not together. And it's like, man, I usually don't do statues on here, so I'm like, I had to show this just because it's Diamond. It's going to be more accessible through your local comic shop. I just thought it was cool looking. So, Goofball says Casey is being re-released by NECA, has the newer TMNT Nickelodeon tear on the package. And actually, Dan, you and I were talking about that right before.
Yeah.
We popped.
I think that's good. I think that's very good.
It was a store in Singapore that had a whole shelf.
Okay, maybe that's what I saw.
There we go.
It didn't look like a Target or Walmart, so that makes sense.
The same ridiculous people who are freaking out over TMNT and MPR. Yeah. These just look neat. And then moving over, IDW loyal subject figures. We got to look at Shredder. We got to look at all 4 turtles. We also got to look at Raph and Leo on motorcycles. Because
what is this? What they actually look like?
What's
going on with Donatello and Mike? All their faces? Is this how they're drawn?
This was kind of like the iconic IDW. Like
it is okay.
Like
I'm just not familiar with it, and it looks terrifying to me.
It's a jump for sure. Feels like Metacom is the only company not doing a TMNT. Yeah. But the cool thing is, it does look like there will be a way to get the turtles without motorcycles, and also being split between Walmart and Target as exclusives. There hasn't been much information coming out on the Shredder, but it is rumored that he will be a standard release as well.
He looks great.
Is that soft goods that are on him, or is that just how it's sculpted?
It looks like soft goods. It's too rigid looking to be soft goods, in my opinion, though. Like the way that it's draping is too much. Mitch Falcon says a jump like the one you can do on a sweet motorcycle, maybe. But again, these are weird because they have the articulation breakdown there, but not in the knees, which were really, really rough looking on the motorcycle ones. So these have to be renders. So again, it's loyal subjects. It's best action. Oh, I hope these are cool. My goodness, if they F these up. Oh, what a blown opportunity. Dude, I'm hopeful too, man. You gotta believe, and I'm gonna try my damnedest. But it's that thing of just like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Yeah, okay. I'm at about 43 fools, so. You know it's bad when a 6-year-old even picks it up and goes, Dad, am I going to break this? Like, maybe. Have fun. Moving over, Iron Studios with their Master Splinter statue, their 1/10 scale statue, shipping first quarter of 2024. I just thought this was really cool, very IDW inspired. Splinter, he's got his sweet Fu Manchu. Not soft goods. You can see the seam lines in the torso and hips. There we go. Oh no, not for his gi Jamie Lynn, for his cape. I think he was asking about. And no, in comics, that's where the Android Krang from Best Action apparently isn't that bad. I still haven't gotten hands on one yet.
Yeah, I got it. It's I'm very happy with it. I haven't broken it yet, despite trying a little bit.
Hey, they could do it. The last run figures of Raph and Casey, and they fall apart feature would make sense. Ouch. But yeah, moving over, inarguably one of the most important bits of merchandise coming out for the Ninja Turtles, coming from General Mills to a store shelf near you. We got Ninja Turtle cereal coming back to the shelves, boys. I'm very excited.
I like this a lot.
This is
marshmallows look like the ice cream bars.
Well, and I'm also very interested because the flavor is Cowabunga Cinnamon Apple.
Oh, sign me up.
It's Applejack
and Turtles. This is great.
Nice. Yeah.
So Apple Jacks with sweetened corn cereal with marshmallows. So it'll be Apple Jacks with marshmallows.
I feel like the ice cream bars, new versions of those can't be too far away, right?
The problem is they never stopped making them. I'm pretty sure they use the same friggin' ice cream molds from 1992. Like,
they don't have to change it. It's just like you just pop. The eyes were never in the right place, anyways. So
no, I always laugh when it was like in the forehead, where it's like, oh no,
Right.
Leonardo got shot from 1,000 yards. Mitch Falcon, we need ooze fruit pies again. Hell yeah, pudding pies, man, pudding pies. But yeah, I'm very excited about this. Fucking turtle cereal, guys.
Is this the product that you're most excited about?
Okay, I have a very strong nostalgic link to this because we did not get sugared cereals very often. And so, like, when I got to get like Turtles and Spider-Man cereals, I was like, "Woo! It's a good day, boys. We're gonna have woo! This is gonna be good." Cereal with marshmallows is pure evil. You're a pure evil, 3M. But you knew that. Then moving on to a fantastic figure from Dufffoot Toys. I believe this is a one of a kind that was auctioned off. I did not get the final total because I could not find it in their auction post. I wanted to say it went high, very high. But look at this big bitch.
That's fantastic.
Mr. Geeky, did you bid?
Yeah, well, let's show it off, Mr. Geeky. Where is
when it first started, I was really contemplating it. I'm like, yeah, and then I saw how high it was. Like, no, I just couldn't. I couldn't. It's so gorgeous.
Up there.
What are we talking numbers wise? Like, where did you see it at? Look at how big that is.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like when I was seeing it, was getting past like the 700-800 mark.
Jeez.
Yeah, last I saw it was like 750.
Okay.
So I mean, again, it's a one of a kind figure.
Did anyone, like, I don't want to say anyone substantial make it because everyone's substantial, blah 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 blah. But like, did the creator have any significance?
Dufffoot Toys makes fantastic
they're
figures.
They have a good reputation.
Yeah, they're very well known. And this was hey, look what we made. Yeah, we're not making this one in bulk.
That is sick
type situation. But I thought it was really cool. It is a monster of a figure. And that was everything that I got from this past month. That was a lot of images.
Savante.
Well, I couldn't find the damn image. Hold on.
All right. Here's the thing. So Eastman himself put out the image with like the gaggle of other images.
I couldn't find it on his Insta or his Facebook feed though. When I went back to look for it,
I wonder if maybe he had to take it there. Okay, so I'll stop talking about it for the moment.
Oh, hold on. Let me. I have one more idea. Because I can look at.
Needles, I saw posted something too, I think maybe, but
momento, por favor.
It's yeah. Well, we're looking. There was also the news of TMNT MOTU. Yeah.
So that wasn't anything official.
I was gonna say I didn't hear anything.
I saw the rumor that there's supposed to be TMNT MOTU mashup figures rumored for Origin, but I didn't see any official releases. There was rumor, and then there was a leaked list.
So that wasn't from Mattel.
Not that I saw. Nothing that was official.
Well,
that was that, and I it's the same thing for when I do the toy news. Like I try not to dive in because there's always leak lists and stuff like that out there. I'm like, man, I don't want to get someone's hopes
will just never end, right?
Because
that sounds cool,
dude, I'm all for it. But yeah, again, it's the thing of like I don't want to put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Was that based on the two? Is that what it was? The two brands that were working together?
There was going to be a crossover comic that shit the bed. Like,
what
unfortunately,
brand owns Turtles right now?
Huh? Playmates does.
It's still just Playmates. Okay.
Here we go.
And Mattel's got Motu.
The master license is what you're saying?
Someone grabbed a screen grab. Yeah.
Hey.
So there is Savante Romero. Again, this was put out with a series of other figure packaging artworks that had already been revealed. So seeing a Savante Romero when it shouldn't have been up there probably is pretty dang cool. So
I don't know who that is, but it looks badass.
Oh yeah. He's a fun one.
He's bad guy, villain.
he pops up in the 2012 Turtles series. He's the big bad from when they're time traveling.
And 2003, he's in that too. Yeah, I mean he's a very seemingly overlooked character that's phenomenal. And it's like it's same with Renette, and he does a lot of time jumping stuff. So I know you liked part 3 of Turtles, so
I'm in.
Here's what I'll say: if they would have had Savanti in part 3, I could have.
It would have made a lot of sense.
It would have made a lot of sense, and I think that would have. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And disappointing, but cool.
But yeah, just a metric shit ton of news this past month. Mitch Falcon. Savanti is still in the Instagram post. Yeah, I couldn't find it when I was on there earlier today.
Well, okay, so if he's on there, there was also another image of one of the foot soldiers. It was the Elite. I think the
Elite was and that one would technically be a re-release because the Elite was released in the New York Comic Con exclusive set. So that one is a known quantity. But I'm trying. Why is this not letting me? Technology.
Do we know much about the Street Fighter crossover yet?
So they showed off. There we go. IDW also announced the TMNT Street Fighter comic series. It is very much the stuff that we have seen in the action figures. It's going to be, I think, a 6-part miniseries. Instagram. Why you be a jerk?
I mean, so there's so much possibilities with that, and that kind of excites me too, because it almost is like having tournament fighters in a sense.
Oh,
right?
Definitely.
So it'd be fun for me. I mean, I don't know if this will happen, but it'd be fun if there's like some cameos there from that original game.
There we go.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
So yeah, man alive.
I have a feeling too, because we're just a couple months out from Comic-Con, also that we're probably going to see a nice trickle of stuff kind of coming.
And I don't. But if you look back, NECA didn't go through and do a shit potload of reveals around when Toy Fair was. So it's like, okay, are they gonna friggin' put the genie in the bottle until it's like July? Ta-da! Like, just everything up all at once. I don't know. I will be very. Oh, thank you, Mitch.
Are either of you going to Comic-Con?
I'll be there.
I am not, because my credentials got messed up.
Great.
Good times. But
you'll send me what you're looking for, Dave. We'll...
Stupid Sandwich says, wasn't there a whole tie-in crossover in the comics in the 87 show set around TMNT 3 that was supposed to feature Renette and Savanti Romero? There was episodes and stuff, but I don't think it was supposed to tie to TMNT 3. I think it was just hey, this is a time traveling dude.
I missed what that question was. Was it saying, was there a tie in the comic? In the comics and the 87 show set around TMNT 3. There was an adaptation of the comic for the NRG comic of part 3 that did not show.
It didn't have Savanti though, did it? I don't remember that.
Though it'd be fun to kind of go back and look to see if there's any earlier scripts to see what that would have looked like.
Bean, you are correct. They just dumped 75% of all the product they showed off last year in the span of 4 weeks. That's a very true call. NECA with the product dump for sure. But yeah, I mean, that kind of wraps up everything I had for tonight. I don't know. Do you guys have anything else? I don't want to hold y'all up. I don't want to hold the chat up. But I think we covered everything.
That was a lot. Yeah. No, that was everything.
That was a lot of stuff.
Yeah, who am I kidding? That was everything I knew and more.
The only thing else I can think of right now is the Stranger Things tie-in thing, but I don't.
We covered those a while ago.
Okay. No, well, the comic.
And now the comic, yeah. Again, I think once we got more official release dates, more of that stuff, we'll do a comic episode. How about that? Then we'll be bored out of this.
Great.
Maybe we'll.
I'll do some homework for that one. Let me know. Give me an advance notice when that's happening. I'll do some homework.
We'll figure it out. But I do want to give a quick thank you to the COJ for hanging out, Mitch for being the mod with the most, Mr. Geeky, Dan, I want to give you the chance to shill. So we'll start out with you, Dan, down there. Dan, where can people find you? What you got coming up?
I got nothing. You can find me on Twitter if you want to give me a follow. I'm at Ref Mark Bitters. I'm on Facebook under Mark Bitters as well. This is all wrestling related. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, if you look in the background of Impact Wrestling on a weekly basis, you can probably see me sitting ringside, but that's about it. Yeah, right. I'm good.
Wait, Mitch, what are the secret turds? Anyways,
the secret turds go.
Mr. Geeky.
Lots of fun stuff coming up. I'm hoping this next week I'm going to finally have the new episode of our TMNT deep dive. Lots of really fun characters in this one, and art by the creator, the illustrator of Las Tortugas Ninja, Manuel Condi, did the art for this. It's really fun, and there's an opener that's going to be. I don't want to ruin this, but it's like Renee Jacobs is involved, and it's a little different than what we're used to seeing for it. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a neat little treat, I think.
And Mr. Geeky, who is Renee Jacobs? In case people don't know,
Renee Jacobs is the original voice of April O'Neil.
There you
go. Yeah. And then we have another cameo spot, I should say, with for our upcoming. I mean, this isn't TMNT. This is Thundercats, but Larry Kenny is going to be lending his vocals for another upcoming intro that we've got going for
and
that.
Who is he?
The voice of Lionel.
There we go.
Also, before we throw it to you, I've got one more on not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. So the 14th, I think it is. Please check out A&E, the cable network, in the evening. I don't know what time it is, but it's the show is called WWE's Hidden Treasures. Please check out that episode. As of right now, I cannot tell you why, but if you're a fan of me and seeing my face, please check out that episode a week from tomorrow.
Ooh,
Dan wears many hats.
I like that.
Mr.
I like
Geeky,
that.
You can find him at all those social media links right there. Go like, follow, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff on all of them. Do the same here. You know who I am. I'm Dave Wonder. You can find me right here Monday through Wednesday. Mondays, Let's Talk Toys. Tuesday is Chop and Shop. Wednesday is rotating and a work in progress, I guess. Gripping and ripping and much, much more. Yeah, I think the next time I'll be back is this Monday for Let's Talk Toys. I am trying to get all the footage processed from Kane County and C2E2, so hopefully I'll have a mega Chicago vlog soon. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at the Dave Wheeler. You can find me on Twitter at Dave Wheeler. You can find me over on Patreon at patreon.com/Dave Wonder. You can also donate to fight cancer over at extra-life.org/participant/Dave Wonder. All these links are in the video description below. Go donate some coin to fight cancer and help out some kids. It's a good time. As always, thank you to Mitch for being the mod with the most. Thank you to COJ for being a part of the conversation. Thank you to Dan and Geeky for just being awesome turtle.
Thank you guys. I look forward to this every month.
So
on that note, I'm going to throw it over to the bitch and outro music. And yeah, as always, much love from Minnesota. Good night. Oh, crap. I forgot the glitches. Hold on.
Oh, okay. We're back. All right.
So I present to you the two newest members of the Mitch Glitch family. We have Mr. Geeky.
Look at this.
Hold on.
That's hilarious.
Oh, there we go. There we go. That's my new Twitter biopic.
You're Zebra in Arms.
That's pretty
Rev.
good. Send that picture to me.
That's amazing.
I
need
will
that.
send it over. It's on the
with
Discord. I've sent you all invites. I'm just saying. Okay. Much love in Minnesota. Good night. Let's try it again. Thanks, Mitch. Bye.
Bye.